Okay, so what we're going to go through today is first a summary about ZinoGene to understand the product, and then we're going to go more into detail of the mechanisms in the body, what ZinoGene specifically does, have a look at the different ingredients in the product, and then the nitty-gritty. So how much should I take? When should I take it? How many tablets is there in a package? What does it cost? And so on. Before we start off, I'd like to talk a bit about aging, because about a week ago, I was listening to the Joe Rogan Experience. And for those of you who do not know Joe Rogan, he is the host of one of the biggest podcasts in the world. And the topics that they discuss on this podcast get a lot of attention, both from the public and from media. Participating was David Sinclair, who is a Harvard researcher. And David's belief was, or is, that aging is a preventable disease. He says that we all have this disease in our families, but his work is focusing on how to cure this illness that he says that we all have. I am well aware that this is very controversial, and I am not even sure that this will be something that would be desirable when it comes to the human race. We are already populating the earth, and we look upon expanding to Mars and wherever else. But no matter if it's desirable to cure, what David says, the disease of aging, what I am sure about, though, is that we would like to live healthier for longer. And also, because of this podcast, aging has gotten a lot of attention. And why is this then important? It's important because we are launching ZinoGene. And what is then ZinoGene and why should I take it? Well, in order to answer this, we need to understand the two main things that the product does for us. Firstly, we take ZinoGene in order to get rid of degraded cells. And we do so by using compounds called senolytics. And these senolytics reduce the degraded cells. We then want to get new, properly working cells into the body. And we do so by using compounds supporting cell division and transportation of cells, so that we can get new, fully functional cells to take the old bad cells' place. What we then aim at is to get a fully functional cellular environment. And one product won't be able to do this. We still need a holistic view to health. But ZinoGene is one key component to achieving this cellular environment. And by taking the product, we aim at supporting a normal aging process and not the excelled process we see signs of in today's society. And we want to promote our body's own ability to repair and restoration. We do this with all natural tested ingredients in a new powerful combination. What are then these degraded cells that we want to reduce? These degraded cells are also called senescent cells. At the end of a normal cell's lifespan, the cell should go into something called apoptosis, and that is the same as they should commit suicide and be cleared out by the body. However, these senescent cells, they fail to do so. So as we age, we accumulate more and more of these senescent cells. And this is bad. And it's bad because they use up scarce resources in the body without contributing to the function that they are supposed to help. And it's not just that they do not help anymore. By lingering around, they are in fact degrading the function that they are supposed to enhance. The positive thing is that the rate that we are accumulating senescent cells is affected by the food that we eat. So I urge everybody to stick to your health protocol. So the first mechanism is stem cells. The second we need to understand are senescent cells, and the second is stem cells that we need to understand. And stem cells are our body's repair system. As we all know, our body is made up of a lot of different types of cells. And most cells are specialized to perform particular functions. We have, for example, red blood cells that carry oxygen around our bodies. Stem cells, they replace these specialized cells that are damaged or lost. And they do so because they have two properties that enable them to do this. And it's that they can divide over and over again. And as they divide, they can change into other types of cells. The worrying part for us is that as we grow older, we, on the one hand, accumulate more and more of these senescent cells, the bad cells that we don't want in our body. And then we become less effective at producing and using stem cells in our body. This is why we have developed ZinoGene. And ZinoGene is designed to remove these old degraded cells using natural compounds called senolytics. We then want to replace these cells. And we do so by using compounds that support cell division, as well as a compound with non-stick properties. This latter compound, fucoidans, helps stem cells to enter the circulation of the body so that they can get to where they need to be. What are then these natural senolytics? Well, senolytics are called senolytics because they have the ability to specifically target and remove senescent cells. And for them to be effective, we need to use the most potent natural senolytics we can find, and we need a combination of them. Therefore, we have included several of these senolytics in ZinoGene. The first one that we use is curcumin. And curcumin is part of the curcuminoids that we have in turmeric that gives it its bright yellow color. And curcumin may be one of the most effective nutritional supplements in existence. And our use is, of course, for its senolytic properties. Historically, the body has found it hard to absorb curcumin. But thanks to the developed patent of hydrocurc, we can now transform curcumin from a fat-soluble to water-soluble. And by doing so, this enables our body to absorb curcumin in a way that has never been possible before for us to fully capitalize on the health benefits of curcumin. We then use piperine with its trademark name bioperine. And piperine is extracted from black pepper. And black pepper is known for its high concentration of antioxidant. The true magic of piperine in the ZinoGene product is its ability to actively aid the absorption of curcumin. We then have quercetin. And quercetin is a natural pigment that belongs to the subgroup of polyphenols called flavonoids. This one, as with curcumin, has a broad range of possible health benefits, and our focus is on its senolytic effects. As you can see on the slide, we get our quercetin from the pagoda tree and onions. And this is another testament to our determination to use all natural products wherever possible. Finally, we use fisetin. It's another pigment found in fruits, and this time we find it in, for example, apple, grapes, and strawberries. And this one is also a flavonoid. Fisetin is taken from the smoke tree, for ZinoGene then, of course, and strawberries. And Strawberries is the fruit that contains the most fisetin. So those were the compounds that we use to remove old cells. How do we then release new cells into the body? Well, we touched on it a bit before. We use fucoidans. And fucoidans is a non-stick compound. Think of it as a natural version of Teflon. You find them in seaweed, and they are the slippery, if you ever touch seaweed, they have a slippery surface, and this is the fucoidans. You find our from a very exclusive, effective brown seaweed extract. These fucoidans help to release stem cells from our bone marrow into the circulation of the body. And because of the non-stick properties, they also reduces the amount of plaque on our teeth because they make it hard for bacteria to stick. We then use zinc, and zinc is the most abundant mineral in the body next to iron. It's an antioxidant that protects new cells that we release into the body. And these minerals also help cells to divide. And when they divide, zinc helps with the DNA synthesis, which means that it helps so that we can copy the DNA properly. We then use acerola berries to extract vitamin C. And this is opposed to the more commonly used version, ascorbic acid. And ascorbic acid, as I'm sure all of you know, is a synthetic version of vitamin C. And we include vitamin C because it is such a powerful antioxidant. All ingredients that you can see here that we use in ZinoGene are well known and well tested. The genius about ZinoGene is the combination that we have done and when I say we, credit is to Paul, Ida, and the rest of the product team that has been around much longer than I have and have been working on this product for years. But they have truly made a synergistic combination of active compounds that are absolutely outstanding when it comes to cell health. So, summing up, why should I take ZinoGene? I should take ZinoGene because I want to get rid of the old degraded cells. And then I want to replace these old cells with new, fully functional cells. Whoops, sorry. By doing this, we aim at creating a fully functional cellular environment where ZinoGene is one of the key components to achieving this. And by taking the product, we aim at supporting a normal aging process, not the excelled process we find in today's society. And we want to promote our body's own ability to repair and restoration. We do this with all natural tested ingredients in a new powerful combination that nobody else has put together before. And it's this combination of compounds that is the reason why I take ZinoGene, and I would encourage you and the people around you to do so too. We have 30 tablets in a package. The recommended daily dosage is 1 tablet per day. For optimal results, we recommend to start the regimen by doing something that is called a spring clean. And that is to take 4 tablets for 2 weeks. And the aim then is to spike these compounds in our blood plasma And therefore, we want you to take all 4 tablets at once when you do the spring clean. There's been question if you should take it with or without food, and you do as you like. The only recommendation that we have here is that if you have a sensitive belly, then it's always better to take a supplement with food. The product is launched in most of Europe except for Latvia, and the price is 45 euros. You get 5 credits. And that's about it from me.